Articles Part 2. In the previous video, we have already discussed what are articles. All right, let's check. When we talk about an article, let's take a quick review. An article is an adjective, that's why we call it demonstrative adjective as well. Like adjectives, articles modify nouns, so that's why these are also called demonstrative adjectives. A, N, and D are called articles, where A and N are called indefinite articles. D is called definite article. In today's video, in fact, we are focusing indefinite articles A and N. A, N. A and N is used to modify non-specific or non-particular nouns. Indefinite articles A and N. Indefinite means not a specific. Use A and when you are talking about a thing in general, not a specific thing. Example, I need a phone, not a specific phone, any phone. Mark wants a bicycle, not a particular one in general. Do you have an ink pot in general? So if we conclude this slide, what does it mean? That we have tried to prove when we talk about indefinite pronouns, indefinite articles. Indefinite articles are all about the things those are in general, not in a specific. Let's check the use of A. A before words beginning with a consonant sound. Consonants are the words or the sounds. Those basically start from B, S, D, G, F. So Ha, Ja, Ka. These are the words. These are the letters. Those have been mentioned here. These are consonant sounds. Then we use A before words that begins with a consonant sound, as we have already discussed in the last slide. A girl, a clock, a lamp. Before us, another usage, before a singular countable noun. A countable noun is the name of a thing that can be counted easily. For instance, dog, book, boy, etc. Before a singular countable noun that has not been mentioned before and is therefore new to the listener or speaker. I have finally got a good job, a good job. They are working on a development project. Another use A with singular noun after the word what and such. Example, what a shame. She is such a beautiful girl. What a lovely day. Some words start with a vowel letter but begin with a consonant sound. So we use A before the word, these words too. For instance, a university. Apparently, it is started with the letter U, which is considered a vowel, right? But here, it is not producing the sound of A. So that's why we are not going to use N before it. Then, a uniform. Again, the word has been started, the noun has been started with U. U is considered a vowel, but again, it is not producing the sound of A. Then a 1 rupee note, 1, V, but not A or E sound. That's why when, or in any case, the noun, if it starts with vowel, but it is not producing the sound of A or vowel sound, then we do not use N before it. Rather than this, we use a before it. Now let's check indefinite articles. And we know indefinite, another indefinite article is and, which is left to check. Quite common. Everyone knows its usage, but most of the time we use it in a wrong way, or there's a misconception among the students before a single countable noun starting with a vowel sound. Please focus the word sound. Unfortunately, the students, they believe in letter. No, you need to focus on vowel sound. For instance, this is an exam. This is what? It's an apple. Why apple? It is producing the sound of a apple. Right? It's a whole sound. Then we have an orange because it is producing the sound of vowel. What is vowel sound here? Or, or. What is it? It's the sound of what? It's the sound of vowel. An umbrella. Here it is producing the sound of vowel. An I, e. This is what? I, again, it is producing the sound of a vowel sound. So the most important thing is vowel sound rather than letter. Rules. Before a word begin with a silent H. Examples: an honor, an hour, an honest man. Before a word begin with consonant but produces the sound of vowel, an MBA, an MBA, M. Though it is consonant, but it is producing the sound of vowel, M. An MA, N, MA. Again, it is what? M, a consonant, letter, a consonant, but producing the sound of what? Initial sound is vowel sound. So that's why N. Again, an R, honor, an R. Because in these, H is not producing its sound. It has, what should we say? It has dropped its sound, or its sound is silent rather than this or. Then in the next, an R, an honest, or. So again, these are producing vowel sound. So that's why we need to focus on one thing, and what is that? The vowel sound rather than vowel letters. Let's check. Put A or N in the gap. There is dash green English book on the desk. A. She is reading dash old comic. N. They got dash idea. N. You have to focus on sound. Dash person who inherits property is called a dasher. A N N. Here, basically, H, in the last example, H has dropped its sound, right? And rather than this, it is producing its sound. So that's why A and N. Dash ripe tomato, maybe 90% water. As dash rule, we write 2 reports dash month. Focus on the sound R, we write 2 reports dash month. Both are A. Dash person who inherits properties called, we have already done this. That's all from my side. And Do practice. It will help you out a lot. So that is signing off. Thank you for watching the video.